Been interesting. Like, I actually, look, I do understand the Zionist perspective, not the killing of innocent people or this land is only ours, but I do understand why they want a homeland, why they want to return back to this ancient land, why they want to bring all the people that they consider part of their family together. I get that. Like, there's something quite beautiful about it. And I would say the person who speaks about this with the most balance and grace is Gabor Mate. How he explains, and I think some of the most eloquent allies of the pro-Palestinian movement are former Zionist Jews, like Gabor Mate, like what's the guy? His name's Abram, I think. He's an Iraqi, I can't remember his name, but he's an Iraqi Jew. And he only recently, like in 2006 or 2007, started to undo some of his Zionist programming. And he's written books about his experience as an Arab Jew and his experience in Iraq. And he did a lot of research into the history of, the migration of a lot of the Jewish communities from Iraq to Israel. So I will look. I'll try and find some of his work and put it in the description box. Because I think if we want to see peace in this area, it does involve people coming together, people who have historically been taught to hate each other, and who have perpetrated violence against each other. Obviously, with the situation, it's in occupied Palestine, it's pretty one-sided. But there will need to be people on both sides coming together in order to facilitate the peace process. Just like what happened in South Africa, it's going to be necessary. It's going to be. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. And I will not ever presume to speak for Palestinians. Obviously, Palestinians should be front and center of that movement. But I think that anti-Zionist Jews, former Zionist Jews who've unlearned their Zionist programming, need to lead the charge with, helping other Zionist Jews to unlearn their supremacy and their Zionist programming, if we ever want to see peace in that region. But yeah, a lot of this does come down to the elites basically trying to bring everybody into like this messianic war, where they intend to bring in the Antichrist and build the third temple in Jerusalem and create a one world government, and have everybody united under one religion. And it will be ruled under the Noahide laws, which is fine if you're Jewish. It's probably also fine if you're Muslim. There are some imams that have been also, meeting with the rabbis and having these kind of discussions about how to move forward. If you're Christian, though, it's kind of bad news. Like, I do feel like Christians, pantheists, pagans, Buddhists, Hindus should definitely be concerned about a one world religion where everybody's ruled under the Noahide laws, okay? Because I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I'm just saying that there are people who are trying to make this happen. But God always has other plans, okay? And when I talk about God, I have like a personal relationship with God that exists outside of any text. I do refer to certain texts to find out what I think is the truth, but I just don't believe necessarily that any of these texts are the 100% word of God. I believe that they were translated by humans, and humans are imperfect, and I don't think that humans can perfectly translate the word of God. And most of these Abrahamic texts as well have been translated. A lot of them have been translated multiple times, so the original meaning is actually lost.